watch your steps. Oh, okay ba na? Abot ka.
Yung mga bata dire nga di kuha og kuan
Mo ko pagihapon na yung actual saon. Dire namin sa saon.
Second, the ship's master, the captain, he has a better cabin right underneath it, you'll see. Larger and more comfortable. And also, further to the back is good, but further to the back and further down is where the ship rides the smooth. The higher up you are, there's more back and forth. So the captain gets the best cabin below. The two mates, first and second officers, we live here. And then the lower level officers live right under our feet, just in front of the captain. The important men are all at the back of the ship. And then the common sailors who climb up high and really do the work, they live in a small house up front called the forecastle. And with 18 of them in there, and that cabin's only about the size of the master's cabin. It's good to be the captain. That is how we tell our speed. It is called a chip log. And what you will do is you put it together. That's this. And you toss it out over the back of the ship. And the way it is tied like this, and a little bit of lead weight here, it stays straight up and down in the water. And so it will stand still. And the ship will sail away, and the line will unravel. And you measure with a half-a-minute sand glass, a 30-second sand glass, how much line goes out in half a minute. And that will tell you your speed. So on the line, every 42 feet, there are knots like this tied in leather. And however many of those knots go out in half a minute, that shall tell you how fast you go. And the way it does work, now there are many different miles in Europe. The Italians use a 6,000-foot mile. The French a 5,500-foot mile, but an English mile is 5,000 feet. Now, 42 feet between the knots, that's 1/120th of a mile, and 30 seconds, a half a minute, is 1/120th of an hour. Okay? You go 60 minutes to an hour, you go to 120 half minutes. So in 1/120th of an hour, how many 1/120ths of a mile go out? It is sailor proof. Even a sailor can count 1 to 5 or 6. So all you got to do is count the number of knots. It's all set up. You ain't got to do no figuring at all. The trouble with it is, if you're in a current that is coming with you, well, this piece of wood's not really staying still, is it? It's coming with you also. So your reading is actually low. It's false low. And if the current is going against you, then the current is adding to this. You're not really going as fast as it will tell you. Now, as a navigator, you must make your ideas of what you think the current is and make your adjustment for it. It's not the best of tools, but it is the only thing we have. There's no other good way to measure your speed. Okay?